there's nothing else mixed into it. There's no grain, no added things in with this. It's literally a dried meat product, and it's the lung. 9% moisture. Fat is 5%. That's great. That's a really low percentage of fat. So if you're looking for a low-fat, tasty treat for your dog or even your cat, beef lung cubes would be a really good option for you. They are high in protein. Most of the dried treats and natural treats will be, because you're looking at a product which is all the meat, and then they just condense it down by drying it, removing the majority of the moisture from that product. So you are going to be condensing it. So it's a high protein treat. There are other treats out there that are natural that are lower in protein. So if you are thinking about the protein side of things, these are at 70%. So you can find that to be quite high, but it makes perfect sense when you think about it, because natural treats are going to be concentrated. You'd want them to have some sort of protein level in there. Ash 15%, fiber 1%. So they're really easy for them to digest, and they tend to end up from 1 cube. And I've just done this with my fingers. I've broken that into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 small pieces and a bit of dust there that you can sprinkle on your food. So you don't have to feed one chunk at a time. 1 cube has given us 9 pieces of beef lung cube. So that's like this size broken down, and I've only done that with my fingers, so you could probably do it even more if you had a nice sharp knife to do it with. And these aren't too offensive. I would put them in a little bag in my pocket, or one of those dog walking pouches you can get. These would be fine in there. And like I say, it smells a little bit like Bovril, really. It is beef. It's 100% beef, so you know what you're getting. So these are high in protein. It's not all bad. Protein's good, not always a bad thing. I know people look for low protein, but dogs need the protein. A low fat treat with a low moisture content, because it's nice and dry, that you can take on dog walks out in your pocket. You can use these also in maybe like a treat ball, or stuff it into part of a Kong, or wedge it into the side of those spiky little balls. That would also work. So that's the beef lung cube. As I say, smells a bit like Bovril. 100 grams in the packet, and you'll find them on the website, and that will give you the price. Okay, so that's the beef lung cubes. Let's highlight on those. You can try them in store. If you happen to call into one of our shops, they will always have a packet of these open. So if you would like to try some and you're not sure if your pet would like it, we're happy to give you a few pieces to try and take home for them, or even bring your pet in. Because if you take a picture with them in store, we can use it on our social media, and you'll see quite a few little dogs on our social media. And if you have a look at our Christchurch store at the moment, they've got a lovely wall with red hearts on, and they're asking you to join in and do some selfies and pose in front of that wall. Okay, so that's the first thing, beef lung cubes.